It's just past 4:30. Time to start the day. Good morning. It's about 4:45 a.m. So, morning. Time to start the day. Alright, so there's one priority at this time, and that is coffee. So, the kettle is boiling. Yeah, I don't function that well at this time without it, but I don't think anyone really would. Okay. So there's really only one reason I can think anyone would get up at this time. Either they have to put, there's really only two reasons why I can think anyone would get up at this time. And the first reason is that they have to pick someone up at the airport because they booked a really early flight. And the second reason is the fact that it's just quiet. I can sit and read and not be disturbed for, 3 hours. I don't just read for 3 hours, but yeah. The point is just this. There's no distractions. I don't feel obliged to do anything. I just have time with myself. And as crazy as it is to wake up at 4:30, yeah, I think that's important.
So for the first hour, I will just sit and read a book, something I like doing. For the fact that I like doing it is quite a good incentive to get up ridiculously early.
So yeah, another thing I do, I actually just started in the morning, and I started kind of doing it when I started waking up at 4:30, was writing a journal. So my plan for this is just I have 2 pages where I just sit and write whatever comes to my head. So it's not planned. I try really hard not to think about what the next sentence is going to be. I just keep writing until there's 2 pages done. I think you'd probably be quite pleasantly surprised by how good this is at clearing your head of all the random junk that kind of fills it. Because I tend to get lost in thought quite a lot, actually, where I'm just kind of daydreaming, and this way I can at least write it out. And I think once you've written it out, then it's there. It's not just something that you have to ponder on. You've actually physically written it down. And that's the benefit I get out of it. Okay, so it is just coming up on about 5 to 6 in the morning, and it is time to work out. Now there's still one more thing that we have to grab for the workout, and it's probably the best piece of workout equipment you can actually own, and it is this thing. It's called a Bulgarian bag. I am starting to wake up a bit more, but because of the whole corona thing, I am forced to work out at home. But I've actually started to enjoy working out at home even more than kind of going to the gym. With the bag, anyway, it doesn't damage anything. If you drop it on the floor, it's kind of covered in like a leathery material. But yeah, I don't have to travel to the gym. I can just stay here in the morning and do like a certain number of reps or rounds of doing something. Yeah, it's pretty good. I recommend it. Alright. So workout is done. With the bag. I took around about 50 minutes. Started about 5 past. Now, it's time for the best and probably worst part of my day. Yes, nice cold shower. Okay, so the scary part's over. I normally have a cold shower for around 7 minutes. Why 7 minutes? I don't actually know. 5 minutes is not long enough and 10 minutes is too long, and I'm a bit weird when it comes to things like that, so I figured 7 minutes be okay. I could do 7.5 and that would be between, but yeah, no. Okay, so now all of the kind of fancy morning stuff is out of the way, or I wouldn't really call it fancy, it's just repetitive stuff that you would do every day. It's time to get ready, which is something that I think you know how to do, so I will just kind of make this look more interesting. And I'm done. Now, I know I did say that the best part of my day was the cold shower, which is not really true because cold showers aren't really that fun, but you do feel good after. Now it's time for the definite best part of my day, which is breakfast. Well, after I clean up this. Okay, so my breakfast pretty much stays the same every day. I always have a smoothie, and I'm going to break down exactly what's in the smoothie. Firstly, we have 3 bananas, 1 whole avocado, some water. Normally I would just add this at the sink, but I don't really want to move the camera, so I'm just going to add it from this bottle. How much I add? I don't actually know. I just add some water until kind of everything's just covered, or everything so far is just covered, the bananas and the avocado. Then some coconut oil. I don't know if you can see that. Coconut oil. There's no spinach. Okay. So normally I also add spinach to it, but I don't have any. So I'm just going to add beetroot, which is the next step anyway. So this is spirulina. It's like an algae, I think Americans pronounce it. Yeah, from what I remember. It is like a superfood. It's full of vitamins and minerals that I can't really remember. But yeah, so I add this to it. Just a word of warning, this makes it taste different.
And finally, here are my collection of frozen fruits. We have strawberries, raspberries and blueberries. I don't really portion these out, I just guesstimate. I think guesstimate's a word. If it's not, it should be. I just guesstimate how much I should put in and put that in. Now, normally what I do is this I make for 2 people. But my girlfriend isn't here today. She went to stay at her parents'. She says it's because it's her dad's birthday, but I'm actually pretty sure it's more to do with the fact that she doesn't want to wake up at 4:30. Yeah. Now, I've also gotten to the stage where I'm wearing noise cancelling headphones because this is really loud. Yeah, it's like 7:30 in the morning. I do feel quite bad for my neighbours at times, and sometimes I feel guilty, but they haven't complained yet, so I think we're good. Here we go. This is the finished product. Yeah, the way I measured it out is the same as how I would measure it out with 2 people, but as I was saying, my girlfriend's not here, so I'm just going to eat both portions. But yeah, that's my 4:30 AM morning routine. What I do the first part of my day. It's quite a good way to set you up for work or whatever you have to do in the day because you have time for yourself. And right now it is just past 7:30 in the morning. And I did take my time with it today because I was filming it and had to kind of get some action shots. But yeah, this is it. It's repetitive. It's what you do every single day. And I'm not saying that I do everything I've just done every single day. Like some days I'll just do like a bodyweight workout instead of using the bag. And at weekends, just sometimes I'll just lie in because waking up at 4:30 every single day would be, yeah, not that fun. But the good thing about it is that if you get in the habit of waking up at 4:30, then even your lie-ins tend to be like 6 o'clock in the morning. And if you're not a morning person, then that's okay too. If you are a morning person, you kind of know the benefit of getting up early. You just have a bit quieter time because if you have this time in the evening, you're usually busy or people are messaging you, you're watching TV, or someone always wants your attention or your time. Whereas this way, no one's going to bother you. But yeah, if you take anything from this video, just take the fact that you can actually get quite a lot done when you wake up really early. I know it sucks, but it's time for yourself. And I think that's one of the things nowadays that people really need. Just a bit of time to think about things, to process things, and just figure out either what they want or, well, figure out any issues that they have in their life, really. So if you enjoyed this video, if you could do me a favour and like it. I am starting out, and yeah, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to have my breakfast, and thank you very much. I mean, it doesn't taste that bad with the spirulina. I do miss the spinach though.